Good morning, friends. Welcome to Chair Yoga, and it is wonderful to be able to connect with you this way this morning. And I hope you're ready to wake up and stretch your bodies for an active day. The only thing you need is a nice, comfy, sturdy chair. Not that recliner you might have been sitting in, but something where you can sit up nice and straight and perform all the stretches that we want to do together today. We'll start off just getting our breathing going right, focusing on breathing through our nose the whole time. So just with that great posture, a straight back, shoulders up and back, close your eyes and let's inhale through the nose and exhale back through your nose. And let's wake up that upper body this morning, starting with our necks. So another nice inhale, lengthening through the neck. And let's turn our heads to the left slowly. Not too far this first time. Turn your head back to the center and let's turn it to the right. And back to the center. Turning to the left again, maybe pushing it back just a little bit more this time. And back to the center and going right again. And one more time through, as far left as your neck will allow, trying to look behind you. Back to the center and then to the right again, as far back as you can. Inhale deeply, re-lifting that head. And this time, exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And feel the back of your neck getting a nice stretch. Let's inhale, lifting the head. And exhale, let it fall back. And inhale, chin back to the chest. Exhale, head up and back. And one more time, inhaling as the chin falls to the chest. And exhale, head back. All right, the kinks now worked out of that neck. Let's move to our shoulders next. Let's put the hands directly on the top of your shoulders. Elbows will be straight out. And think about your elbows now drawing circles. So just start some small circles moving around. But make sure you feel it in the shoulders and upper back. And you can increase the size of those circles as it feels good. Just keep that going. I do want to tell you while we're doing this that this will be a pretty short video, only 15 or 20 minutes. So as we start holding some poses, I won't be holding them as long as you may want to hold them when you do this by yourself. Let's change directions now with those circles. So think about watching this, taking some notes for what we do. And then when you do it by yourself, you can hold everything longer. All right, finishing up those back circles. All right, let's release those arms down. Our palms are out. Let's inhale those arms back up. Look up at those fingertips. Turn the palms out. Exhale back down. And let's repeat now, turning the palms out. Inhale those arms back up. And now I want you to pretend you've got a rope and you're climbing up that rope, grabbing, alternating hands, grabbing, reaching, feeling it all the way from the waist, that you're stretching up and up and up, grabbing and reaching, grabbing and reaching. Oh, that feels good to stretch up. A good morning stretch. All right, release that rope, press those arms up, inhale, exhale, bringing the arms back and down. Now let's place those hands on the tops of our knees and we'll be able to mimic a cat-cow pose now, but in the chair. As you press your hands into your knees, I want you to think about rounding your back. So just focus on rounding your back As you press your knees, press hands into your knees. Your back is rounding, your navel's pulling in towards your spine. Arms are straightening. Chin is tucking to your chest. Keep pressing back, and that back rounds more and more as you press back. Now we'll take it the other way. Again, pressing into the knees, but now we're going to bring the chest forward and lift it, and we'll lift the chin. So pressing the chest forward, pushing into the knees, chin lifted. And now let's take it back to that stretched back, the cat phase. Rounding through your back, tucking your chin under. Pressing your arms straight so you get that full stretch across your back. And then one more time for the cow part. Pressing the chest forward as the chin lifts, a little sway back in the back. All right, good. Now continuing to work upper body. We'll do a side stretch next. I want you to put your right hand on the right side of your chair. Now, if you happen to have an armchair, you can hold the arm or just reach under and hold the side. We'll take the left hand and turn that palm out. Inhale, bring that arm up as you gaze up at it. And then as you exhale, bending through the right elbow, we'll lean to the right. A nice curve in that left arm, and we're gazing up at the left arm, holding that good side stretch. And we'll switch to the other side. Left hand will hold the chair now. Right palm will turn up, inhaling that arm up. Exhale as we lean now to the left. A little curve, and we're gazing up. And inhaling, arm up, and exhaling as it comes down. And now a chair twist. So same thing, if you've got an armchair, you may want to hold onto the arm, the side, or if you want a little deeper twist, you can put your hand in the back of the chair and hold on there. Now we're going to cross that right knee over the left so we can rest our left hand on that right knee, but we also want to be able to press against it. So let's inhale, and then on your exhale, push against that knee, twisting yourself back. And just go as deep as your body will allow you, but you want to try to get the chin lined up with the right shoulder and be able to look back. And we'll move that twist to the other side. So let's switch the legs. Left leg on top now. Left hand's going to grab wherever you choose to. Right hand's going to rest on the side of that knee so we'll be able to push against it. So let's inhale here and exhale as we twist to the back. Do that twist. I hope these stretches are feeling good for you this morning. All right, one more that we'll say focusing is focusing on our upper body. We're going to do an eagle arm stretch that more stretches the top of the back than anything else. So let's take those arms, inhale them up, and then as you exhale, wrap them around each other. Let your palms come together and touch each other. Center those crossed arms right in front of your face. Hey, I can see you behind me there. And then if you want a little more stretch, you can pull your elbows up a bit and feel across the top of your back, getting a good stretch. Just hold that, breathe through your nose. Enjoy. And inhale upward as you release, and then just reverse direction of that crossing. Recross those arms. They may have lowered a bit in the crossing, so let's lift those elbows back up and hold. And inhale as you release, stretch those arms up. Exhale, bring them out and down. Now starting on lower body and legs. So you may need to sit forward in your chair just a bit. And I want you to take your right leg straight out. Get it as straight as you can with those feet flexed, toes coming up towards you. And then with hands resting on the left leg, with a flat back, let's inhale. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. Elbows are going to bend in the process. And you feel a nice deep stretch up the back of that leg. And if you want to, take your right hand, reach down and grab those right toes. If you can reach them, pull them maybe towards you a bit. That'll deepen the stretch just a little bit more. And release. Let's come back up and we'll bend that right leg and straighten the left one out now, same way. Hands resting on the right knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. And of course, the deeper you hinge, the more you feel the stretch. And if you would like to, you can reach down and touch those toes. Let's come on up. Remember, you can hold these much longer when you're doing this by yourself on your own time. All right, another good stretch, working our hips a little bit. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. And one hand will be on that ankle, one hand on the knee. And it will use that same hinge we used a moment ago and a little pressing on the knee as well. Let's inhale again, lifting upward. And as you exhale, elbows will bend as you hinge forward. Put pressure on that right knee and feel a good hip stretch. Just keep pressing and breathing. If you want to try to deepen it, again, you can inhale, lift up a bit. Exhale, press forward a little more. Good deep stretch into that hip. And release. Let's come back up and uncross. And now switch over. Let's cross the left leg over the right, holding on at the ankle and the knee. We'll inhale, lifting upward, and exhale again, that hinge forward, pressing against the left knee. And if you want to deepen, inhale upward, exhale as you press harder, hinge further. All right, good job, that felt good. Let's uncross now, and we'll do one more seated pose here. We're going to hold on to the right knee, and then once that knee is lifted, the leg pretty much stays in this position, and initiating from the joint where the leg joins the hip, we're just going to make circles. So we're just helping by holding on to take that leg around and around and around. making circles, making circles, getting them bigger and bigger. Try not to move the rest of your body, just that leg. And let's pause mid-circle, go the other way. And a little bigger. And we'll put that leg down and switch to the other one. Let's pick up that left knee, holding on with both hands. Once it's got a nice lift to it, start making circles, letting them get bigger and bigger. And we'll reverse direction. And just see how big you can make those circles before we finish on this side. All right, good job. Now, did you know that we can do warrior pose in the chair? Well, we can. We're going to slightly turn our bodies so that we can aim in the direction we're going to take those arms. So let's take the right leg back, straightening it, keeping those toes forward. Our left leg is at a 90-degree bend with the toes facing left. Most of my weight now is going into my legs, off of the chair, but I still have a hip there. Arms will lift up, parallel to the floor, and we'll gaze to the left for a beautiful warrior pose. Think about what else you're going to do with your day today. Something positive, something fun, some active things. And we'll release those arms down, come back into the center, and just reverse direction for that. Left leg straightens out, toes forward, right knee at a 90-degree angle. So legs in position, and let's bring those arms up, and we're gazing right this time. This is another good pose to hold longer when you're doing this on your own. Release, and I want to show you a few other poses that you can do using a chair. One of them is triangle pose. We can also use the chair for that. If you happen to have arms, you'll have to use the front of your chair, but if you don't, you can use the side. We'll stand the same direction as the chair and take our legs apart about 3 feet, and then we'll turn the left toes underneath the chair seat. We'll bring the arms up shoulder high, inhaling, and as you exhale, simply windmill those arms. Let the left hand rest on the chair seat, the right arm straight up, and we're looking at it. Lots of good stretching here. And we'll inhale back up, exhale those arms down, and take it to the other side. Okay, legs apart, the right toes under the chair seat, left leg about 3 feet away. Inhaling those arms up, and windmilling as the hand goes to the chair seat. Left arm is up, and we'll gaze up. Those arms up, exhale them down, and let me show you how you can do downward facing dog in your chair. Both hands would be in the chair seat and legs about hip distance apart, but I want you to start walking those legs back. Back, 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 back until you can stretch back and your arms are about on the edge of your chair seat, stretched out as far as they'll go, and your legs are as far back as you can get them. And then we'll just drop the head through the arms and hold that pose, breathing and breathing. You may find you can even step your legs back further to have that head hang even lower. Wonderful stretch to hold for a longer time. And we'll step on up out of that, straightening back up, moving to the back of the chair. And I'll show you a balance pose right here before we finish up today. Tree pose can be done with the chair to help hold on in case your balance is not at its best. Let's put the weight in our left leg and bend the right knee and bring that foot way up high in the left inner thigh. So that's your leg position. You can use the left hand to hold the chair and bring the arm out shoulder high. Or if you feel sturdy, you can bring both arms out and bring them up overhead, palms together and elbows bend. Or one hand, as you see I'm kneading now, one hand can hold on to be sure that you don't topple at all. So the chair comes in really handy for being able to hold a balance pose for a nice length of time. And then again, if you feel confident, you can try again to let go. So that's with the left leg holding, and we can do the same with the right leg, which for the sake of time, you'll just do the same thing, but the left leg will be up, same arms. So repeating that, making sure you use both legs. And now having a seat back in the chair, we'll finish up. We can even do a seated ragdoll. So I want your knees to come wide apart. You're right on the very edge of your chair. Let's bring these hands in and hold on to your elbows. And I want you to take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, take that whole upper body forward and down. And just let it hang here. So be sure everything's loose and hanging. Shake your head just a bit. Enjoy hanging here, the feel of that. And as you continue to hang, let me say a blessing over you today. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Thanks for joining me today.